Trailblazers play before the hometown crowd here in downtown Portland, Oregon. A time-honored tradition, the NBA on 2K Sports, Sunday night hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sidelines. And, of course, Tyrese Maxey. He's a big ticket to foul. They'll go without him.
And as shocked as people are that they would trade away a player of his caliber, they didn't just let him go for nothing. I mean, they got a lot in return. I think it's a deal that's going to really help them down the road.
And since their scrappy play last season, Coach, the Blazers extending the contract of head coach Chauncey Billups.
Yeah, great decision, as well as a renewed contract with the front office. Times had passed, their seats had grown hot, but nice to see that commitment for what they're building.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
I don't care that he's a rookie. Johnson is a problem.
It's McCollum on the wing. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6.
Well, I believe that's now 4 straight misses to start the game. Talk about stumbling out of the block.
And it's Johnson penetrating. Here's Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
The foul couldn't hold Davis down. His scoring ability is just that strong.
And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2 to 6'10. But, Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And, Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
Misses the wing jab. For the Trailblazers, it's been a slow start here. Still without a basket in the game. Pass to Kneppel. Back to Miller. It's stolen by Davis. Shot by Gordon, wide open. The Nuggets with another miss. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers, trailing by 5. Over Johnson. And the basket by McCollum.
Well, that's just their first make in 5 attempts. Maybe that bucket can ignite their offense.
Watson the screen. And Davis, here we go. And finished off by Anthony Davis.
Oh, my goodness. AD wanted them to feel that one. Davis boosts his whole team with that explosiveness.
The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Trey Johnson.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And, Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
And phenomenal movement in that pick and roll. Davis has a sense for where to move after setting that screen.
Takes a 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. There's 1:38 left in the first quarter. From deep, Johnson, the putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Trailblazers trailed by 6. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I had a chance to catch up with Chauncey Billups. He spoke about their defensive schemes tonight, especially in relation to Anthony Davis. He said it's essential that we limit his impact. We have to stay strong inside and not allow Davis to intimidate us no matter what. Strong words from Coach. We'll see if his guys can make it happen. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that.
And we've seen this movie before. Davis moves with authority and attacks the rim. And I don't know if he needs a rest in this quarter or what, but he needs something to get off the schneid.
Now here's Johnson. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And so it's McCullough. He'll bring it up for Portland. 8-point game. It's stolen by Bell. Johnson outside. And the layup falls.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets going into the
Nuggets 15.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Johnson the screen. Here's Porter, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Porter's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nuggets. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
Outside, Reed. 6 on the shot clock. It's tipped. Pulls up. Misses the baby hook. The Nuggets leading by 9. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Mitchell off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Azania. And here is Williams. Guarded by Reed. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Azania. And it's off from three-point range. Outside, Reed. Back to Johnson. Picked by Reed. A shot by Johnson, no good.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Powell outside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
When he's not on the perimeter, this is where Powell is scoring, right near the hoop.
Picked by Reed. And Porter, here we go. And finished off by Porter.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Pass to Azania. A 3-ball. And so the ball's out of bounds. Reed touched it last.
Portland ball. Substitution on the court.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
5 to shoot. Here's Miller. Johnson with the block.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Brown with it. No scoring in this one. Reed gets the bucket.
Reed.
And the Nuggets lead by 14.
You don't want to leave Reed any space out there. He's an efficient three-point shooter.
Pass to Kneppel. And here's Miller. It's stolen by Johnson. In the corner, it's Brown. No good with the triple. And here are the Trailblazers now. Here's Miller. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Miller's got his second bucket of the night.
And this is where Miller continues to improve, creating off the dribble.
And here's Johnson outside. Knipple with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Denver leading by 12. Mitchell outside. Pass to Reed. Back to Mitchell. Johnson the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one drops. Mitchell's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nuggets.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now Knipple. Here's the three. Drills the three-pointer. Knipple's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.